was the last couple of weeks in June, and everything used to close, all the mills, the factories, and we all went on holiday. This year we were going to Putlins. I remember arriving there, and the first thing what hit me was colour everywhere. And big, huge. I mean, Putlins had 10,000 people on board, and they're having a great time. They're laughing, they're smiling.
In the early 1950s, there was sweet rationing in Britain, but Butlins visitors still found ways to enjoy their holiday treats.
Because rationing was going on, you got your quarter of sweets, and you put a couple of your sweeties in the tin. This tin used to go in the suitcase, and when you arrived on holiday, you'd have a real gorge on all these sweets, what was been stashed away for a year in the sweetie tin.
It was while Roger was at Butlins that he saw something he'd never seen before, and thought he'd give these newfangled doughnuts a go.
I decided, well, everything's free, rides are free, swimming pool's free, I'll have a doughnut. Now, I don't know what sugar was on the doughnut because of sweet rationing, but it tasted like nectar. It was absolute. And I could have ate that morning, afternoon and night, but they wanted money for it. They wanted payment. I'm saying, hey, wait a minute, I thought everything was free.
Sadly for Roger, treats between meals were always extra. But the meals themselves were an essential part of the all-inclusive holiday camp package. In 1955, Essex newlyweds Ron and Pat Stewart went to Butlins for the first time when they visited Clacton for their honeymoon.
We hadn't got a car, we would get there by bus. You know, a very small suitcase.
Yes.
But then you didn't need much.
But no, I think that was the beauty in that day. Everything was there. There was swimming, and we went on the putting green. And then there was boating. You didn't have to leave because there was something of everything for everybody. And the atmosphere in the early days was lovely. It was like a big family, really.
We didn't have to worry about where the meals were coming from.
That was the nice part. I didn't have to get the meals or wash up.
It was good food.
Good service.
And good service.
Yes.
We took it all in our stride.
Plenty of it, you know. My goodness.
They,
I think I put on weight, didn't I, that week?
yes, I'm afraid so, yes.
I think they took a shot at me on the scale. I couldn't believe it.
Brian Turner is now an award-winning chef and TV cook with an upmarket restaurant at the Bognor Regis Resort. But he first joined Butlins as a teenager in the early 60s.
I came here for 8 weeks and I really did nothing but fry eggs. You had this great big fryer which is about that deep in fat, and you have to get the temperatures right, and you'd break the egg into one corner and then break another egg, and by the time you put the last one in this bottom corner, through that, wiped your hands, picked up your egg slice, that one over there, the first one, it was ready. Then you lift them out onto trays and put them into a rack, and the breakfast, more eggs, and someone would just take a tray of eggs there and say, there's my eggs, going out there.
By the 1960s, Butlins holidaymakers were eating 4 million eggs a year and over 200 miles of sausages, as well as drinking 20 million cups of tea. There was also a fair amount of alcohol being consumed in Butlins' increasingly exotic range of pubs, clubs and drinking saloons. Margaret and Brian Turner from Warminster couldn't afford a foreign holiday with their young family back in 1965, but Butlins seemed like the next best thing.
To go into the Beachcomber bar in those days was like going abroad, really, to a tropical island. We'd never been abroad, obviously, but we'd seen films and things. The place was really done out really well, all decorated, you know, just like it would be, you know, in Hawaii, really.